coming right up. The Jazz. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. DA, it's...
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. Now, look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And it's good for 2.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
On the wing, Brooks, covered by Mitchell. Conley against Morant. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Conley. Gobert the pass to Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Memphis moving it around, and the dunk by Winslow.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside Conley, passes it to Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It's good.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Mitchell against Morant. Pulls up on the elbow, and it's Mitchell missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
That gives them the lead.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
Conley finds Gobert. Down low, Mitchell, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Morant, and that one drops for him.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul. And the Jazz with some changes. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Mudiay. Good work there as it goes.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Anderson in the post. O'Neal's there. Pass to Valanciunas. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Valanciunas. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Bogdanovich passes to Mudiay. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Utah shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And you love what Bojan Bogdanovic has done to round out his game. Worked very hard to become a complete player.
Davis is checked in for Gobert. And Memphis also making a switch. Melton's checked in. Now here's Davis. 2 on the clock. A shot by Clarkson, no good. 1:15 left here in the first quarter.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, He's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws at this point.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Davis kicks to O'Neal. Right wing. They swipe it. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. A nice shot by Gutteridge.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Moutier against Jones. Moutier with the basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Clark left side. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And Davis, here we go. Makes it off the glass.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. Right side Davis. Mitchell outside. Over Jones. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Mike Conley's checked in for Clarkson. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Brooks dishes to Jackson. There's the pass to Morant. And Davis sends it back. Mitchell finds Conley. Back to Mitchell. From downtown. Rebounded by Jackson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Winslow. And he gets it to go. Winslow's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Mitchell against Brooks. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Conley against Brooks. 6 to shoot. Here's Anderson, and he converts the layup. Anderson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
And the dunk by Winslow.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And they get it, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Brooks with it. Conley picks him up. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Ed Davis. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for O'Neal. Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies. It's stolen by Valanciunas. There's Winslow. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Moutier in for Donovan Mitchell. Conley, the pass to Moutier. Back to Conley. To the inside. Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Doesn't have to jump much because of his length. It is unmatchable. Rudy Gobert
is such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
PSGA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And the shot goes down. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Valanciunas, Gobert with the block. Conley with it. No points in the game yet for him. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. Launches a 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Melton. But they recover it.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gutteridge, the pass to Winslow. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
The Grizzlies have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Grizzlies making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Moutier. Outside Conley. Got it off in time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Justice Winslow has been really making things happen out there, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group right now for Utah. Conley against Morant. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks, the pass to Winslow, knocks it loose. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Winslow's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis. Brooks outside. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now Mitchell. He's got 10. Here's Gobert. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
O'Neal against Morant. Anderson outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 9. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Mitchell against Brooks. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Gobert.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Morant drives in. Left side Jackson. Inside. Out to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Valanciunas. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Jones is checked in. Mitchell looking it over. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Gobert's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mitchell against Jones. Valanciunas dishes to Jones. Out to Brooks. He can't get that one to fall. The Jazz go the other way with it. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Clarkson. Stolen by Anderson. Jones drives in. Valanciunas tries again. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Jazz trail by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jackson kicks to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson outside. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with the block.
You got to keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Mitchell against Jones. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's Clarkson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, you know Donovan Mitchell is a 2-guard, but he can play a little bit of one. He also can create shots for others.
Valanciunas passes to Anderson. And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Utah with the ball. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 14-4 run. Mitchell, this is to Gobert. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Outside, Jones. Back to Brooks. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Valanciunas, great positioning on the putback.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
3/4 of play in a close game here. Jazz out in front as they end the... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platform.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's John Morant. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 spot.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. Now the feed to Gobert. Conley's shot is off.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Moutier. And they're on the break. Here's Mitchell. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Davis is checked in for Gobert. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell is double. Just 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Memphis with it. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Here's Gutteridge. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Now here's Moutier. Kicks it to Davis. The 8-footer. And that one hits back iron. Grizzlies shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Clark finds Morant. Back to Clark. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. Clark outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. This game is all even.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Moutier. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Mitchell and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's Morant and finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
And here is Conley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Conley's got it all tied up now for Utah.
You know, when they're searching for a basket, they look to Mike Conley to deliver. He's never rattled in big moments.
Plays it up and banks it in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Morant against Moutier. The pass to Mitchell. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
Good anticipation and quick hands. Winslow right on top of that, igniting the fast break.
To the paint. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Memphis also making a switch. Valanciunas is checked in. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas on the double team. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. No good from Clark.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Ingles. Bogdanovich inside. Goodbye Winslow. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defensive end. Didn't hesitate to challenge the shot.
And here are the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Moutier. And that time, also a missed shot. Clark into the lane. The putback clanks, the putback jam. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not The action always in full swing. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. Jackson against Williamson. Here's Morant from 12 feet out. Misses off the right iron. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Holiday. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. And Valanciunas penetrating. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Valanciunas has got the first points up on the board for the Grizzlies. Ball feeling it out a bit. And the shot goes in. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Boy, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Morant, and finished up by Morant.
This is where Morant is so dangerous. The open court, he knows how to exploit a defense.
Now here is Holiday, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Morant passes to Brooks. Derek Favors with the rebound. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. Down low. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 6.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Anderson's checked in.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Jackson passes to Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Jackson. Out left to the wing. Here's Melly. And the layup falls. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Morant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 8.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Ingram passes to Okafor, and Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Inside. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes comes in for Nicolo O'Malley. And Hart subbed in for Ingram. Here's Jackson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Reddick trying to get open. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Jones. Okafor grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 4 to the inside. The shot's good from Hayes.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
To the middle. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Reddick passes to Okafor. Moves back up. And the layup is up and in.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Down low. Kicks it out to Jones. To the paint. Here's Clark. Can't hit from in close. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Hart is out there with Williamson, and it's Hayes in at the 5 spot. Now here's Anderson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 5 to shoot. Here's Gutteridge.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
It's stolen by Jones. Here's Melton. Gutteridge controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Outside Holiday. And the shot is good. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
Melton passes to Anderson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Pass to Melton. Anderson outside. Inside. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Pass to Hart. And Holiday kicks to Hart. Four on the shot clock. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Jones, the pass to Clark. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Zion Williamson. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
And good that time. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. side ball. That shot is off. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Fred Jackson, he's checked in for Lonzo Ball. 1:44 left to play in the first half.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Ingram. And yes, it's good. Ingram's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. And here's Winslow. Favors with the rebound.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. That one good for 2. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Winslow, the pass to Brooks. He was all alone on that one.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 6 and slam dunk by Ingram.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously he can when necessary, but not that time. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Valanciunas. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Jackson against Morant. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. Winslow's running. Just 3 on the clock. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's now only a 1-point Pelican lead. Good if it goes. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And
now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They lead by 1. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Lonzo Ball.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, that is big trouble.
Down low, it's deflected. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Memphis, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the technical free throw is good. Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
It's hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Here's Morant following the score by New Orleans. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here's Hart. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Can't connect from short range. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Brooks, left side. Feeds it to Jackson. Okafor with the steal. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Morant finds Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Ball with it. He's got 11. And Holiday has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Hart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more unsung players included in the Anthony Davis trade, Josh Hart just continues to impress when given the opportunity.
A very much high character, hard-working player, and a lot more substance to his game. I also think it's interesting that in that deal, he came along with Lonzo Ball. So the two of them together accepting this new opportunity within the same roles for a new team.
Now here's Valanciunas. 6 points for him. Hayes with the steal. The Pelicans, another fast break opportunity here. Anderson with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jackson passes to Brooks. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
Now here's Jackson. To the inside. Brooks kicks to Morant. To the paint. Here's... Oh, that was something else!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Melly. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Josh Hart. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Down low, Favors lays it up off the glass. Favors got his first basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the middle, and stolen by Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Redick surveying the D. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Clark left side. And the rejection by Favors. And he gets it back. Clock at 6. Milton passes to Clark.
Tough task.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I don't know if Drew Holiday's an underrated player, but he certainly is underappreciated with the way he can go at you as a two-way guy. He can score, and he can also guard positions 1 through 4.
Here's Clark. Good D by Holiday.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Pelicans lead by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. He's out there with Favors, and it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Jones. Back to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Ball. And Hayes kicks to Redick. Now here's Hayes. New Orleans moving the ball around. Lobs it up for Favors. That one no good. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 7-point differential. And that one's good by Clark.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Here's Ball. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. And then Favors with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Valanciunas passes to Clark. In the corner, Winslow with it. No good on that one. Great D that time from Favors. Outside, Ball. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Josh Hart comes in for J.J. Redick. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. John Morant comes in for Jones. Ingram outside. And Favors has it in the corner. Floats it up for Williamson. Morant kicks to Brooks. Rebounded by Hart.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pelicans leading by 9. Morant with the steal. There's the dish to Winslow. Outside for Jackson. Brooks outside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Pelicans with possession here. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since they started the final quarter of play. And the dunk by Williamson.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
No good from Valanciunas.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And the technical free throw is good. Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Jackson finds Brooks. Now Morant. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Here's Brooks. They grab their own miss. Goes up again. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Morant against Ball. Ingram outside. Back to Ball. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
That's impressive finish and getting the hoop to go from Lonzo Ball.
Now here's Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Brooks. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. High post Favors. On the wing, Holiday. Brooks covering. Holiday against Brooks. Here's Favors. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Pelicans.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Holiday attacking. Here's Williamson. Outside, Ball. Passes to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Melton passes to Jackson. Off target from three-point range. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 14-5 run here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Moore outside. From deep three-point range. That one's not going to go. Outside Jackson. That one misses. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A confident win and one where they cleared. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. This is an aerial view of our location. And with...
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the center. Morant against Fox. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovich has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Winslow with it, now guarded by Fox. Bjelica against Morant. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. Bagley with the block.
And that's just the activity in the defensive end. I love it when Bagley goes after rejections. It helps fire him up.
And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Fox and the pass to Bjelica. Bagley in the post. Valanciunas is there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And never the star some predicted coming out of North Carolina, but Harrison Barnes still a quality wing in our league.
Oh, yeah, GA. I mean, mostly a straight line driver. I like him playing off the ball, spotting up and diving when the opportunity presents itself.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
Bagley trying to free himself up. And they get it back. Here's Bogdanovich. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Out to Morant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Fox against Morant. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Bjelica. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Morant with the ball. The dish to Brooks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And some changes here for the Kings. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jones is checked in. Now, here's Bjelica. For the 3. It's not going to go for him.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Brooks. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Anderson.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Outside, Joseph. Valanciunas grabs the board. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The pass to Bjelica. Hield outside. To stop the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Left side, Anderson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Trailing here by 8. And he banks in the layup.
Hield is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Joseph. Hield against Brooks. The kick out to Anderson. It's stolen by Bagley. Barnes finds Joseph. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Sacramento making some changes. Giles checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Harrison Barnes. Free throw good, Joseph. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Melton passes to Jones. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Clark. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Parker. 3 seconds left. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Justice Winslow out there with Clark. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Melton in at point guard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hield. It's Clark with the rebound.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Rutteridge the pass to Clark. He kicks it to Winslow. Clark inside. He's against Parker. To the inside. Winslow. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Winslow's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Hield from outside. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You ask Buddy Hield, he says he's not just a shooter, he's a maker. And boy, he's right. One of the great marksmen, not just in the league today, but in league history.
I mean, look at the volume of threes he's attempted and his percentage. He's in elite company.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Joseph.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Here's Valanciunas. Pass to Melton. Back to Valanciunas. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Corey Joseph. Then for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Clark inside. Winslow, he trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Winslow's got 4 this quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Fox passes to Holmes. Another shot. Pass to Bazemore. Got a hand on it. Clark, the pass to Jackson. Back to Clark. Memphis moving it around. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Some changes for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Giles. Harrison Barnes comes in for Parker. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kent Bazemore. Fox feeling it out a bit. They get it back, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Jones checked in for Memphis. Memphis on defense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's Fox with the drive. It's good.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
Jones against Barnes. Fox with the steal. And they're pushing it up. And it's Fox with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum shifting plays like that can change the tone of the game.
Jones drives in. Banked in off the glass. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Outside, Fox. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jones looking for an opening. The drive by Brooks. Kicks it out to Jones. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter. Morant against Fox. Denied by Morant.
I love Morant's approach to the game. I mean, flying to the ball, challenging everything.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, and it's because of the looks they're getting. Their offense has created some great opportunities.
Here's Fox. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Jones drives in. Back to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Anderson outside. He can't get that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point. And that does it for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
Yeah, he's a nice pay raise this summer for Bogdanovich. I mean, wings of his skill level, highly valued in today's game.
Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Morant against Fox. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
And Bogdanovich coming off the largest rookie deal in terms of average annual value in NBA history, that 3-year, $27 million deal.
Well, after 5 years playing in the EuroLeague, he was able to negotiate that rookie deal with the Kings. And not headed back to Europe anytime soon. No question he's an NBA player.
The Kings making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. Fox against Valanciunas. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Fox.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Here's Clark, and Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Fox. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. A steal. Valanciunas with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 5-point game. Hield finds Bielitsa. Takes a 3. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 5 now.
Genuine sniper from distance. Hill's three-point stroke is as good as it gets.
Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Clark. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Melton. The shot misses. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And it's Fox with the jam.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
It's true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Giles checked in for Marvin Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Anderson outside. Outside, Jones. Back to Clark. Dishes it to Jones. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. Here's Clark. The rebound by Giles.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Parker's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Jones. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. 8 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Parker stays with it.
And reading shot trajectories is a skill that Parker has worked on over the years.
Clark kicks to Winslow. Back to Clark. To the left wing. Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. Now Clark. To the inside. There's Winslow. Back to Clark. And the shot is long. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Joseph. Second chance shot. Stolen by Anderson. Bazemore against Winslow. Feeds it to Clark. Anderson right side. To the middle. The 17-footer. They get it again. Clark. Here's Gutteridge. It doesn't go for him. Here's Bazemore. Misses. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Grizzlies lead by 2. Will Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2-guard spot.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Healed from outside. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Jackson with the drive. There's Winslow. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Elbow shot. Bogdanovich finds holes. And he lays it straight in.
You got to admire the awareness Bogdanovich possesses. I mean, solid at realizing when the D has left someone open.
Winslow, the pass to Anderson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. No good on the free throw.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Buddy Hield. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Justice Winslow.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take him on. He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for the night.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Shoots from the line. Bogdanovich, no luck.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
It's stolen by Bagley. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
Barnes hits them both. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Valanciunas. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Fox. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Bogdanovich dishes to Barnes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's good from Barnes.
2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a 1-possession game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Fox goes in, and it's good. 2 points.
So calm and collected in the big spots. Fox, he relishes being the guy to take huge shots for this team.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Free throw good, Fox.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now Winslow. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. No good on that one. Good D by Barnes. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Brooks feeling it out a bit. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bagley. Here's Fox. And they pick up 2. Fox has got 19 points.
Ooh, what strength from the crafty Fox, determined to score and overcome these obstacles.
Outside for Jackson. Morant against Fox. Jackson climbs in, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bielitsa inside, guarded by Valanciunas. And the dunk by Winslow.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Bogdanovich up top, Brooks covering, and the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bogdanovich. Bagley against Valanciunas. Down low, out to Brooks. He feeds it to Jackson. Back to Brooks. On offense, here are the Kings. And the Kings pushing it up now. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one's on Morant.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Fields checked in for Bogdanovich.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made of as he's able to tie it up.
Let's a floater go. It's in!
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
Field can't hit. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Mitchell doesn't waste time. He sees a chance to finish with authority and doesn't pass it up.
The pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. To the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Mitchell. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. To the inside. Here's Morant. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Brooks against Mitchell. Six to shoot. Again, Mitchell missing. And the Grizzlies with possession. There's Winslow. Up again and staying with the play. Valanciunas.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Now, here's Mitchell. Over Brooks. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Mitchell. Will it go? Second shot opportunity, and Gobert with the lay-in.
Well, Rudy Gobert with the size and length, they factor on the glass right now.
Morant against Conley. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Conley against Morant. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Pass to Jackson. On the wing, Winslow. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his first foul for the Jazz. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Conley finds Gobert and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And the Grizzlies with some changes. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Jaren Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Then for the Jazz, Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Jones, and it's Clark in the corner. Down low, Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Mudiay. The second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Gobert's got his second basket.
Well, Gobert is 7'1", and that in and of itself means he's difficult to contain. This guy really understanding how to play through contact.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Clarkson passes to Moutier. He dishes it to Davis. Back to Moutier. He feeds it to Davis. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes both free throws. Memphis leading by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Clarkson. Jones against Moutier. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, Moutier, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Here's Gutteridge, guarded by O'Neal. Anderson outside. Pass to Gutteridge. Back to Anderson. Over Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Anderson. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here's Moutier, Clarkson, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root. How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Stolen by Jackson, and another turnover here by Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Then for the Jazz, Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Anderson. And Utah also making a switch. Conley's checked in. Here's Morant. And the layup is good. Morant's got 9.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now, here's Mitchell. Shoots over Morant. And it's Mitchell missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Inside. Davis dishes to Ingles. Back to Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Davis has got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. Morant passes to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Davis. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition? Donovan Mitchell, ferocious attacking in the open floor.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Davis. Brooks dishes to Winslow. Back to Brooks. Valanciunas in the high post. Davis is on it. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And Memphis making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Gobert's checked in. Conley finds Gobert to the middle. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Gobert. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Gutteridge the pass to Jackson. Stolen by Mitchell. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Got a piece of it. Morant surveying the D. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Gobert kicks to Conley. Mitchell outside. Lets it go from 11. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson comes in for Jaren Jackson. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Winslow. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mitchell. Here's Mudiay. Conley against Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis. But this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Here's Gutteridge. And he overshot that one, missing. Jazz leading by 5. Over to the left wing. Gobert down low. He's against Clark. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They kept at it on both ends of and that
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Utah. Davis is out there with Bogdanovic. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mudiay in a point. Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Emmanuel Mudiay picks one up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Now here's Mudiay. Passes it to Clarkson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Wow, Big time move by Jordan Clarkson. The defense forced to adjust. That's an incredible drive.
Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Valanciunas. The shot comes out, and it's Utah the other way. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Brooks against O'Neal. Here's Moutier. But they'll get another chance. Davis. Bogdanovich up top. Guarded by Morant. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Bogdanovich. And now a 9-point Jazz lead. Back to Morant. Winslow finds Valanciunas. Sinks that one from a post. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas showing good hands and finishing ability inside. And this guy on that end of the floor has always been effective.
Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Knocked away. It's stolen by Valanciunas. On the wing, Winslow. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. For Memphis, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And he makes the first.
The 5th overall pick back in 2011. Valanciunas has worked so hard to improve his entire game. I'll tell you, it's paid off, Kevin. He can impact a game in a lot of different ways.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Mitchell against Winslow. Mitchell's shot is good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Clark finds Valanciunas. And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Clark the pass to Valanciunas. Gobert with the block.
This is Gobert's specialty. Twice on the pipes from the stifled tower.
Clarkson dishes to Ingles, and Winslow comes to help. Back to Gobert. Poked loose. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. The Jazz making a switch here. Conley's checked in. 1:36 left in the third. The feed to Clark. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here is Conley. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
The Jazz have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Clark the pass to Gutteridge. Feeds to Clark. To the left side wing. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Grizzlies have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Melton, no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside, here's Gobert. The rebound by Anderson. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Jones kicks to Anderson. Down low. Melton passes to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Some solid defense there from Jackson. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Jazz up by 3. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2-guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. That shot wide open.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
Jones, the pass to Melton. Some nice passing there by Memphis. There's the pass to Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Melton. Mitchell looking it over. Ingles in the corner. 6 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Well, Valanciunas reads the play and snuffs it out. That's the kind of defense you need from the 5 spot.
Mitchell outside. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. And a little luck that time, but it drops. That's 12 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant outside. The dish now to Valanciunas. And another turnover here by Memphis. Grayson Allen's checked in for Jones. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And here is Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Conley with it. Shot clock at 5. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And the rejection by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Utah. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Morant left side. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Allen. And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Stolen by Clarkson.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Right. It doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Here's Mitchell trying to get open as Davis. The Jazz again can't hit it.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Jackson.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Niang, guarded by Jackson. Morant with the steal. Allen kicks to Morant. Anderson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Winslow's checked in for Anderson, and Brooks subbed in for Allen. And Utah also making a switch. Oney's checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Clarkson finds Moutier. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Winslow. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wow, Moutier unafraid in a big moment. Big time delivery.
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Oney with the bucket.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Jackson, money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. He kicks to Brooks. To the paint. Here's Jackson. A rebound by the Jazz. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Moutier. Over to the wing. Passes it to Oney. The 17-footer. And so it's Utah with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
To a man, the Pelicans looking intent on getting a win on the road. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Brooks finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And slam dunk by Ingram.
You look at Ingram, and he is just so long, covering a ton of space. Exceptionally fast in transition, too.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. 5 to shoot. The shot will not fall. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Lobs it up for Holiday. Jackson against Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, a nightmare to defend in space. Williamson showing elite acceleration with the ball in his hands.
To the inside. Ingram with the steal. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Williamson.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Jackson. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. There's Winslow. Back to Valanciunas. Winslow up top. Morant outside. To end the run, Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And it's Morant missing. And here we go. Pelicans running again. Basket counts.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Back to Jackson. Stolen by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
And I like Ball's energy going to the rack. I mean, he's showing no fear because he knows he's going to get hit, and he drives inside anyway.
Kyle Anderson, who's checked in for Memphis. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. Reddick comes in for Drew Holiday. Morant finds Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The drive-by Ball. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jackson dishes to Morant. Here's Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Melly. Second shot opportunity. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Reddick passes to Williamson. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Melly, guarded by Valanciunas. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Melly passes to Williamson. 4 on the clock. And the rejection by Jackson. Tries it again. And Williamson with the layup. Williamson's got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Anderson in the post. He's covered by Ingram.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
A nice shot by Melly.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And the rejection by Jackson. Outside, Ball. Inside, Melly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Deep 2 from Anderson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we conclude the first quarter, and welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones.
Out of bounds.
And it's Gutteridge in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now, here's Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones dishes to Clark. 5 on the clock. Anderson passes to Jones. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And New Orleans also making a change. Okafor is checked in for Zion Williamson. New Orleans leading by 18. Here's Holiday. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
Winslow's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
The rebound by Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Okafor. Tries again. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Hart. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Now here's Jackson. Okafor. Valanciunas grabs the board. Deflects the pass. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, I tell you, when Okafor sees a wide-open teammate, he really zips the ball over to set him up for a clean look at the bucket.
Clark outside. Here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Chalk up 2 there. Hart's got 7 points for the quarter.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Now here's Jones. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. And the rejection by Favors. It's good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Holiday gets the bucket.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Jones. To the wing right side. Valanciunas passes to Melton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Kyle Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
Here's Ball, following the basket by John Morant.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Jackson misses. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And there it is for him. Melly's got 8.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Valanciunas, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
The drive-by Ball. Morant with the steal. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's New Orleans.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, things were going New Orleans' way from the beginning. A smoldering performance.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center. Now here's Ingram. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Morant dishes to Winslow. Memphis moving that ball around. The drive by Jackson, so another turnover for New Orleans. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Memphis making a change here. Gutteridge is checked in. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now here is Holiday. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to Williamson. He gets that one.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The pass to Morant. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Tipped away. The feed to Morant. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans.
You know, I think they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that #2 overall pick.
Brooks misses.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Hayes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Good vision that time by Ball. You leave somebody open around him, and he's going to get the ball to him.
Jackson misses.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
It's Ingram on the wing. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Williamson. Down low, stolen by Brooks. He dishes it to Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Nicolo Melli comes in for Williamson. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball. Here's Melli. 8 points for him. Rebound by Jang. The Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Melton passes to Anderson, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. High arcing shot.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Gorgui Dieng. And it's Justin Winslow in for DeAnthony Melton. And New Orleans also making a change. Favors is checked in. Here's Hart. He's got 7. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Hart. The floater, and it's good on the way in. Hart's got 9 points.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
To the middle. Here's Brooks. Great D that time from Redick. Up in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding a very comfortable 25 points. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. They've got Kyle Anderson. Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jackson in at the small forward. Jang, he's checked in for Memphis. And for Memphis, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Jackson down low. Moore's there. Anderson dishes to Jang. Kicks it out to Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. Jones drives in. Over in the corner, Allen. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he comes up with the deuce. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
Outside Jackson. Dishes to Moore. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Jones. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gutteridge is checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. Out to the wing. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Bucket is good. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
Woo-wee, this guy, Jackson. He's got some quick feet, which comes in handy driving to the hoop.
Jackson passes to Hayes. Here's Melly. Jackson down low. Guarded by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Moore outside. Pass to Melly. Shot clock at 6. The shot that time not on target. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Jackson. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, it's really tough to wrap Jackson up. I mean, when he's looking to score, he bullies his way through the contact, and he's athletic enough to jump over contact at times, too.
Now here's Moore. 1:53 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Jackson, and the rejection by Jang. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Jackson passes to Jang. Kicks it out to Allen. Back to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and it goes down 2 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Lonzo Ball.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Now here's Moore. Back to Jackson. To the wing on the left. Moore finds Jackson. Count that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Now here's Hayes. Here's Melly. Fires the three. Rebound by Jang. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
Yeah, that's just an example of effort there. Jackson taking pride in beating everybody down the floor in transition.
Passes to Melly. This one for three, and the rejection by Jang. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. It's the NBA Live on 2K. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Here we go. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And for the Grizzlies, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot.
And Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Count that bucket. Yeah, tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
On the pass to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Winslow. To the right side. Clock at 4. Morant passes to Winslow. Lays it up and banks it in.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Now, here's Fox. Out to the right wing. Shot by Bjelica and nobody around. And he starts out with a miss in this one. Out to Brooks. There's the 3. No good that time. And the Kings going the other way now.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
To the paint. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Bagley. Off the left rim and out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And Fox gets it to go.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Bogdanovich against Brooks. And Valanciunas penetrating. The shot, no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
You see the length of Valanciunas on display with that block. Just went up and got it.
Here's Bogdanovich. Bagley kicks to Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. Passes it to Winslow. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with this offense.
And Fox gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Brooks kicks to Morant. The pass to Winslow. Now here's Valanciunas. Jackson passes to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Brooks left side. Inside. Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. It's tipped. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Looking to end the run. That shot missing. Great D that time from Bagley. Here's Barnes. Elitsa tipped back in for two.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Loud pass to Bagley. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Just 3 on the clock. And the layup good by Winslow.
With Winslow, physical play doesn't necessarily take him out of his rhythm.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark, the lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Joseph. That one goes in. Joseph's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
It's Anderson with the drive. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Clark dishes to Anderson. Comes up empty down low.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Shot by Hield. Nobody around, but they get it back. Parker passes to Giles. Hield from outside. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And this is how confident Hield is. Knows he's capable of torching the D off the catch.
To the inside. Clark, the pass to Melton. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Hield from outside. And it's Melton with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic. It struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. Here's Bazemore, following the score by Memphis. For Sacramento, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The free throw drops for Bazemore.
Kent Bazemore, the former National Defensive Player of the Year in college, has a 7-foot wingspan, which gives him a big advantage.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Melton, and Anderson has it in the corner. Jones drives in, looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Misses from short range. Kings leading now by 14. Parker kicks to Hield. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Hield's got 6.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Kicks it out to Jones. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. And the rejection by Jackson. Jones finds Jackson. Down low, here's Brooks. It's good, the assist this time from Jackson.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Fox. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Outside, Jones. He dishes it to Morant. To the middle. Valanciunas passes to Jones. To the inside. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Jackson.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Fox against Morant. Fox passes to Holmes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Kings have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Jones. And then for Sacramento, Bielitsa comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Count the basket. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Morant against Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Valanciunas, and the dunk by Jackson.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Fox. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And that one, good. Winslow's got 6.
Well, you'll never see Winslow shy away from physical play. In fact, more often than not, he initiates it.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play. That'll put De'Aaron Fox on the line. That one's on Morant. The Kings have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And so we conclude the first half. It's Sacramento. They lead by...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 13. And that does it for our half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Fox. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. 15 points in the game.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Jackson finds Brooks. Outside for Jackson. To the paint, and stolen by Barnes. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Count that one. Bogdanovich has got 9.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Yes, that goes in.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Joseph comes in for Fox. Outside, Bagley. That's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Winslow, the pass to Melton. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
A nice shot by Winslow.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Joseph, the pass to Bagley. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Doesn't go for him. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Inside, Holmes with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Fox. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Fox passes to Hield. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 15. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
In the corner, it's Hield over Clark. But they recover it. Holmes, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Shot from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. Bogdanovich has got 11 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. The dish to Valanciunas. It's deflected. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Fox finds Parker. Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Morant. And so it's the Sacramento Kings. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. But they'll get another chance. Jackson passes to Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
As soon as he had the ball in his hands, he put the pressure on the defense and found the opening.
Brooks outside. Feeds to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. And a change for the Kings. Holmes checked in.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
And the rejection by Holmes. Healed from outside. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That one is off. And some changes here for the Kings. Bjelica, he checks in for Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Jackson against Bjelica. No good from Valanciunas. Sacramento leading by 18. Healed from outside. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Morant passes to Jackson. One-on-one fast break. Three-pointer. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 20.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Fox passes to Bjelica, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. 4 on the clock. Here's Bagley. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And so Clark nails both of them. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Morant with some nice D. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Out to Brooks. And there's the feed to Valanciunas. Morant with the steal. Pass to Winslow. Out to Brooks. They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. Three-pointer healed. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. A nice shot by Winslow.
Coming hard on the drive. Winslow daring someone to get in his way.
On the wing, Heel drops in the tray. And the Kings lead by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Kings.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Justice Winslow. Allen's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The open shot by Bogdanovich. The shot off that time. And Memphis the other way now. Jones kicks to Zhang. Back to Jones. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Zhang the pass to Allen. Over Bogdanovich. Zhang, great positioning on the putback.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Stolen by Allen. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. He feeds it to Jackson. Back to Allen. Pass to Jones. And the rejection by Holmes. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.